The tower of the High Clerist pierces the cold sky. The chill wind blows snowy swirls across the Solamnic knights huddled on the battlements. This is their last stand. Behind the pass they guard sits the gleaming city of Palanthus. The war will be lost if the city falls to the dragon army. All eyes strain south across the rolling plains of Solamnia. The knights hear the distant thunder of a vast horde on the march. An enemy line more than 1,000 strong is sighted moving toward the tower. The knights glance from side to side, divided by politics and their strict code of honor. The knights can only withstand the coming assault if they unite against the common enemy. Welcome to the world of Kryn and the legendary DragonLance.
Any IP, and then we're just going to resell it.
But they're not scrubbing out. It's the same exact thing. And with that, we are live. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and others, to Atomic Peanut Butter presents DragonLance: Dragons of War, Part 2, where I have been arguing with my friends here before the stream. Because
pro WotC, everybody.
I am pro WotC. I'm pro big business. I have no problem with anybody else unless they're just putting a new coat of paint on something that already exists and calling it their own. But anyway, I'm Adam. I'm your dungeon master for tonight's festivities. And it's been a long week. It's Friday. I've got my bra off, hair up, sweats on, wine gone glass. I am drinking a...
of course, Adam's a wine mom.
A Louis Jito. Who you say, Gary?
Well, you see the White Claws he kills. Come on.
I don't drink White Claws at all. No, I don't drink those at all. It's I drink.
Yeah, so nice for you.
When did you stop drinking White Claws?
No, I don't drink. I never drank White Claws.
Well, okay. Well, what knockoff versions?
Oh, okay. Are much better. And you know what? I gotta tell you what. With the OG, the alcoholic seltzer OGL, Truly is able to make a better White Claw. You know what? That's business for you. Let's introduce the rest of the group.
I didn't think you liked when a company took something and just slapped a new coat of paint on it.
It's not creative at all.
You know, I don't think it's creative, but I'll tell you what, if you can somehow make a better product, then apparently I'm all in. It's all about...
That's why the Ostrich is
a better
superior, just in its organization and layout.
That's the only thing.
Original,
yeah. But it's the
first edition books.
I'll tell you what, though. Here's the thing, and then maybe this you could make an argument on Paizo. I prefer the flavor of a Truly over a White Claw. Just like many people prefer the flavor of a Pathfinder over a Dungeons and Dragons game. And by the way, Paizo.
If you want to be a sponsor.
If you would like to be a sponsor, we would
I'll be your
love
whore.
to have you. Yes, and as much as I do love D&D, and yes, I am on the side of WotC on this, and I will not clarify. We're going to do a download on this soon. Gary wants to join us. Michael, Kemchan, would you like to join us in this conversation?
Sure, that sounds entertaining.
Oh, hell no. This is way over my head. I haven't said it.
Kemchan is the typical D&D player who doesn't give a shit about this.
That's it. That's
There
it.
it is.
I don't care who runs it.
Then you should actually be there.
It doesn't matter to me where my money goes as long as I get what I want.
Yeah, that's capitalism, which is I feel like you're on my side.
Maybe you
I
should just
gotta spend my money either way.
That's true.
That's the bottom line. Okay? Whatever the big companies do, to us, the little guys at the bottom that buy this crap and love
They're
it,
not even doing anything to us.
doesn't
That's the
matter
thing.
where the money goes.
Nothing to do with us. That's why I think
Has
it's
nothing to do with
hysterical
us.
that all of these people are going so overboard. Gary, you have something you'd like to say?
No, I mean you would say differently if we had 10,000 viewers.
No, because then I would.
Yes.
If we had 10,000 viewers,
You would say
and
differently.
let me
Yes, you
explain. Let me explain. Well,
would
no,
say
I wouldn't
differently.
think. I
Pathfinder
wouldn't think
was a
differently, but I would
sponsor.
expect that I would have to do something for ripping off an IP by calling this stream / podcast Dragonlance Chronicles.
That's true. If we had 10,000 viewers, we would have gotten a cease and desist
Long before now, and rightfully so. Rightfully so.
Oh yeah, absolutely, rightfully so.
So why did I call this? Let's get into this a little bit. And this for WotC
You
/
thought we were
Hasbro
gaming.
lawyers. This will be for you as the well, I guess I'll be the defense for the what do you the prosecution, I guess. What do you call it, a plaintiff? Is that the Gary? You're the
Yes.
lawyer.
It depends. Who
I'm
brings-
sorry. What is this setup here?
This is in benefit for the WotC lawyers. When I say the reason I used the Dragonlance Chronicles name on the podcast is so people find it and listen to it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
it's
that-
worked
that
to some
makes sense.
degree because we don't advertise for it, nor do we make any money. That's, by the way, this is also for the WotC lawyers. Everything we do here is for free. This is just for the benefit of the community and for the brand, which we hope to help you grow so you can make more money. WotC, remember, buddy, I'm in your camp.
I disagree with that, Watson. By the way, fuck you.
But Gary is... Yes, Gary is an unpaid...
If you would like to be a sponsor, I'll take your money.
We'd love to have him. We'd love to have him.
But still, fuck you.
That's
Good
kind
stuff.
of how we've asked for every sponsorship, is by completely
You notice
belittling
there
and
are
attacking
none.
every, which is why we don't have any. We attack every entity we want sponsorship from. It's a bad
Just,
business
some
model.
people like that.
You attack every.
Masochists, yeah.
Isn't that what Howard
Yeah.
Stern does though? And he seems to do pretty well.
Yeah, but he's got
exactly.
charisma.
That's fair.
Speaking
Fair.
of charisma, let's introduce the rest of the group. Why don't we start with Mr. Charisma, Will Dot
Oh,
Player?
Hey, everybody, how's it going out there in TV land? I'm Will Dot Player, otherwise known as Giant Stomp
Nobody
out
knows
in
you
the
as that.
interwebs.
No one knows that. No one knows.
And,
you.
hey,
No.
I'm
How
playing.
many Twitter followers do you have? Gary, look that up while he's talking.
Good
It's
question.
not. It's not.
If
I
it's
don't
more
know.
than 100, I'd be shocked.
Oh wait, it's way more than 100.
No. By the way, can I interrupt you for a
I
second?
mean, I have 100 Twitter followers. He's got to have more than that.
I don't have any because I don't. I quit
Well, there
Twitter
you go.
once Elon Musk took over. Because I'm big business to a point, and that's my limit. My limit is Elon Musk.
So anyway, I'm playing Alphatia Malkarite, former Knight of the Rose.
Well,
Is that
you're
who
still,
you're playing today or somebody else?
you're still
today?
technically. No, he'll be back to Alphasian today.
Okay.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. Did I let something out of the back? I'm Vanderjack, some pirate.
No, he was just playing that. Some pirate. He's a mercenary turned pirate.
Also, Will has almost 400 followers on
Holy
Elon
shit.
Musk's Twitter.
On Elon
Wow.
Musk's Twitter.
I'm
Now,
also
all
still
those-
using Twitter, except I look at it occasionally, but
Yeah.
I don't post anymore.
Mm.
Yeah.
Are all those real accounts though, or is that like
It's
he
all the
stood up
spam.
at the mall
Oh,
I
and
got no clue.
held out
50%
a
bot.
dollar?
Yeah, so he has 200 followers,
Yeah.
200 bots.
Yeah, got no
Yeah.
clue.
That's still pretty good, though, Will, considering who you
I
are
think
and
I've-
what you do.
I think I think I've got 100 on Instagram,
Wow.
but I'm not sure. But don't quote me on it.
What are you posting on it? I'm
I
imagining
post the
Will
stuff that I
with...
create.
I picture Will doing the latest dances.
No,
That's TikTok, man. That's TikTok.
yeah, I'm not on TikTok.
I don't
do
know
it.
the
That's not-
difference.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm
I-
letting you know.
I post my art. I post my.
Oh, I should follow you then.
my
I like your
writing.
art.
Yeah, all my creations. I have a web page.
What's your Instagram handle?
Giant Stomp.
No one's
baby.
ever gonna follow you on that. I was
Of course,
no one.
yeah.
That's amazing. You have that many followers with that handle.
Yeah, I've got my website. I've the Greyhawk Companion where I do all my 5e archetypes and stuff, which is on hiatus. Which I'm probably
I
gonna.
think you'll be fine once this all is said and done, because I think this is all overblown, and I think people are getting
No,
outraged over
'cause-
things they don't need to get outraged.
Well, here's the thing: it's like going forward, even though that's like over in fan content. Essentially, anything I create will become theirs.
That's not true. You didn't read the new.
No.
Read their new statement on D&D Beyond.
Basically,
All right,
how
save it for the
Save it for the
podcast.
podcast.
because I gotta
All right,
sign
shut the fuck
it
up.
off.
Let's move on to Gaz, because Gaz is fired up tonight.
Hi, I'm Gaz. And tonight I'm drinking a nice Manhattan, although I need to refill this very soon. So I'm playing Kurlithlon,
That's why I went to
the
you next, so you
half-elf
can go
rogue.
refill your drink.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
My pleasure. I'm here to help you, Gary.
Yes. Kurlithlon, the half-elf rogue, who apparently just leveled up, and so I now have more sneak attack damage.
Oh, it's fucking
Because
sucks.
it wasn't enough to begin with.
It was too much to begin with.
And I'm of the camp
Ever
that
enough.
I don't think that rogue should be able to do sneak attack damage to undead.
Oh, that's how this whole thing started.
This is how it all
That's
started.
how that
We're
started.
aware.
If you would
We're
have graphed
aware.
this conversation for those at home, that the graph would look something like a circle.
We've come back to the,
Yeah, we
the
have come full
beginning.
circle here.
Yeah.
Chem-chan.
Hey, Stardust says he's got the same mug, Michael. Just so you know.
I've got the same mug too. I got it specifically because I was jealous of Michael's, and I went scouring all of the Spirit Halloween stores.
Yeah, that's
And-
pretty cool.
And on
I
the
like
third one, I found that there was one left, so I bought it. Chem-chan.
Hi.
Hi.
Yes. I'm still here. And I'm still playing Jadek, our pirate captain, with a brand new ship and a brand new crew,
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
and also leveled up.
I
Got,
put in
level-
your,
level
put in your
11,
new
right?
sword too. Your saber
And my new-
of
and my
swiftness
new-
or whatever.
yes,
Saber of speed,
yeah.
whatever. What was it?
My scimitar of speed.
Scimitar of speed. That was it. So that
Oh,
is
yeah.
in your character sheet. I also took the liberty of putting that battle axe +2 on Flint Fireforges.
Okay.
Because why not? Unless anybody
needs all
wants
the
it, you
help
can take
he
it
can
off.
get.
But if you do, yeah, it can't hurt because that shit cannot hit. And last but not least, the adult of the group, Michael.
Hey, I'm playing Fog Song. Was playing Sir Earl earlier, but now I'm playing Fog Song the Wizard. And yeah, we'll see what he has going on. He's got a blue friend who apparently can make himself visible and do things. So
Yeah, he turned him. Well, you know what? I'll get into that on the antecedently on Dragonlance. Because I actually
Wait, did we see the Great Gazoo?
We did.
he did.
Oh, and he kicked
did.
ass, by the way. It really was
Oh,
cool.
wow. Okay.
After finding a dragon orb on Icewall, a cache of dragon lances in southern Ergoth, and the means to make more, the companions fought White Dragon Sleet, killing her and one of her 2 dragon companions, the other fleeing the battlefield. After the battle, Theros went back to Dragon Mountain to begin working on forging not only new dragon lances, but also some dragon-killing arrows for our boy Kurlithlon. Sir Earl and Silvara also left the group in order to try to convince Armin Karis of the Mountain Dwarves to give them the hammer of Karis to assist the forging of the dragon lances. The rest of the companions continued on to the Solamnic Night Outpost, where they were joined by a red-robed Sylvanisty elf wizard named Seren Fogsong. That was the worst reading of a sentence anyone has ever done, by the way.
I butchered a number of my time.
Yeah, that was bad, though. That was a bad one. And I wrote this. There, they had the knights send any smiths that were there on that outpost to help Theros, and were greeted by a stolen... Oh, and then the companions were greeted by a stolen orc ship. I say orc. I didn't change
Ogre.
this. It was an ogre. Thank you, Will. You corrected me last time, and I didn't change it for this time. A ship that now has a crude image of a bullhead painted on it. Crewing the ship was mercenary Vanderjack, orc pirate Chubby Boy, as well as the ogre pirate Chubby Boy, as well as other because I keep trying to read it. It's not, and I can't substitute it. It's ridiculous. An ogre crewman, Fat Boy, Flapjack, and Slim. What I should do is I should put Flapjack first. Flapjack and Fatboy Slim. The group boarded the ship and began their voyage to... It's not Sanction, it is Sancrist. I wrote everything wrong, I didn't change anything. Voyage to Sancrist and the Whitestone Council. This is great, guys. Happy Friday. Captain Jadek decided to follow Vanderjack's tip that there was a treasure and weapons that could be used to fight the dragon armies on the island of Christine, which was just a small detour from their destination. On the foggy, deserted island, they found an ancient ruined tower where they discovered Vanderjack's information was correct. There was treasure and magic items, but they were guarded by a Death Knight and his 2 undead soldier buddies. Flint, Vanderjack, and Derek Crownguard all went down during the vicious battle. That was a good battle, guys. I almost TPK'd you guys. It was fun.
No,
But it
not
doesn't
even
count.
close.
Not close? You stopped fighting as Vanderjack and went into hiding. Jadek had very few. How many hit points did you have left, Jadek?
I was down to like single digits. I
Yeah,
can't remember.
one
exactly.
And we had a fully functional wizard.
You did have a
that's
fully
got a
functional wizard
best friend
in
blue guy.
melee combat
Get out of here.
positioning with a Death Knight.
Who was at like 3 hit points when that happened?
No, he had 19.
Oh, it's
It was
still.
still pretty shitty. It was,
He could pop off one magic missile and he's down.
He was down pretty
Fine.
much.
Yeah.
If Gaz was here last week, but he was off celebrating his anniversary and birthday. Happy anniversary and happy birthday, Gaz! Huzzah!
Hey,
Huzzah!
huzzah.
Thank you.
This is like the
Huzzah.
back to back to back weeks of birthdays for the group, except for me because I don't age. So that's the
Yeah.
good thing about it.
Yeah, and your hairline shows it.
I lose hair, and my body
That's
breaks
it.
down. In
But
every
aside
But that's not
fashion.
aging.
that,
But it's not. That's not from aging. That's just from misuse.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, I thought that was a good fight. You guys did a great job, and you survived.
Right. And we
Um,
got magic stuff, and we got loot for the crew.
yeah, you really did well. Captain Jadek and Fogsong, with the help of the blue guy, who took the shape of an earth elemental and then took over Fogsong's body, enlarging the half-elf. Jesus Christ.
Half ape?
Half-ape.
What did I
Half-elf
miss?
into a large gorilla-like killing machine. They wore the Death Knight down, giving Kurlithlon the opportunity for the killing shot, which, with all of his fucking ridiculous sneak attack damage, he was able to do. The group stabilized their fallen comrades and made their way back to Jadek's new ship, the Behemoth, because it is ogre and hill giant size, so it's like a fucking massive, really intimidating looking vessel, by the way. Oh shit. I just closed out my previously on. There it is.
What are you doing?
I'm messing everything up tonight, guys. I've had a bad week, and I'm.
Aren't you like a professional? Don't you like have this memorized?
No.
No.
This, by the way, for the WotC lawyers, this is totally an amateur venture. We are not professional in any way.
Goes without saying.
Yes. This episode is Exhibit A. And then they continued on to Sancrist and the Whitestone Council to inform them of their findings and enlist help in the war against the dragon armies. What happened to Alphatian? One or two of you may ask. Most of you are just happy that he wasn't here last episode. He flew his griffin. That's right. I gave him a griffin because I'm a great DM. I'm a player's DM. Is really
Sure are, Monty.
He flew that griffin to Sancrist ahead of the group and met with de facto Grand Master of the Knights of Solamnia, Lord Gunther Uthwistan, in an effort to thwart Derek's attempt to take over the knighthood and change the knight's mission to help the people of Ansalon. And that is where we begin tonight's episode. Alphatian, you stand in the... Oh, shit, I was going to say the porch. of Gunther
Dude,
Uthvistans.
do you need a White Claw?
I
you
do
gotta
need some
hook-
White Claws.
Had to decompress
Yeah.
a little bit? What's going on?
Yeah. Not even Truly can help me now. You stand on the balcony of Lord Gunther Uthvistan's mansion, castle in Whitestone, overlooking the training fields of the Knights of Solamnia, at least here in Whitestone. There are probably 400. They're
Wow,
either
that many?
yeah, and there's about the same amount, split between Palanthas, which, if you were thinking about the United States, or the world for that matter, Palanthas would probably be Rome, let's say, in its heyday. Right? It's the, you've got the ingenuity, you have art, you also have a very big class-based system.
No OGL.
No OGL, because that's bullshit, and why would you want to give up any of your money and your and your rights to your IP? Because that's just silly. And also to the High Clerist Tower, which is a bit to the east, and that guards the roads to Palanthas and the western part of the northwestern part, rather, of Solamnia. And it's and look, you knew what the knighthood was for as long as you've been alive. You have a family legacy. You have a noble legacy, which is why you've been able to make it into the Knights of the Rose, at least up till now. The Knights have really been looked down upon on Ansalon since the Cataclysm, and really unfairly, as you know, because the people of Ansalon, sort of, because they defended the King Priest, who, in all of his hubris, called down favors upon the gods, and in return, the Cataclysm happened. The people of Krynn really turned their backs on the Knights. Unfairly, as you know, because you know the Knights are still that honorable group that they always were. However, maybe they're a little too stuck on the measure, which is like thousands of pages of rules that I don't care what Derek Rangar says, no one knows all of the text in the measure. But that rigidity has really taken over. And the oath, Estularis Oath Mythos, my honor is my life, has kind of taken almost a bit of a back seat to that measure, which is one of the things that I think you are, especially now as you're experiencing more of the world outside of your little echo chamber that you've been in most of your life, and seeing the destruction and the death that the dragon armies are causing throughout Ansalon, starting to question a bit. You totally turned tail,
A bit.
ignored the your liege lord and hightailed it out of there during battle, because that white dragon, the last white dragon, was still up and kicking, baby, when you left. It was turning to run.
It was getting its ass handed to him. I stuck around until then, and he left. He fulfilled his quest. He helped to find the dragon sphere, and he left it behind for Derek.
Yes.
Yeah, Dragonor.
You did not. Behind. Now you don't know if Derek is actually going to make it here to Sancris, though. So you didn't quite fulfill your duty.
No. My duty was to help him find it.
Okay.
Which is what I did.
And then, fingers crossed, he can bring it back to the people.
Ah, there's Ciderin.
Hey,
Ciderin, you're going to love the night.
Yeah. The trial of Sir Valthasian Malachite.
I was just about to go looking for you.
So as you stand on the balcony with Lord Gunther, and you're looking at this really sorry display as these knights are training. And again, they're either really old or really young. Most of the able-bodied, adult men and women of the knighthood, because I'm much more progressive than Tracy and Laura Hickman were when they created this back in the 80s. So we have women in the knighthood here, by the way. And they also do in D&D 5e. So again, Wizards of the Coast, we're on board, baby.
Mhm.
All inclusive.
Yeah. You give me something, any type of person, boom, you can find one in the knighthood. I don't care what it is.
Halfling? I'm sorry. Kender? No problem.
We got one.
him.
Yeah, we got one of those too. So as you and Lord Gunther look over the group, and he says, "What do you want to be called now? Al? Is that what your new moniker is? Because you're."
Al? No, he's Alphasian still. What
I
are you
didn't
talking
know. I didn't know. Alfie. That's your mommy calls you.
about? That's what my mom calls me.
Yeah. All right. Lord Gunther says, "Think of me as your mother, Alfie." No, I'm just kidding. He doesn't say that at all. He says, "Alphasian,
Yes.
look
Oh,
out.
listen.
Tell me what you see."
You mean these knights?
Yes.
Well, if I must be completely honest, they're lacking a little bit, unfortunately. They need to drill a little harder. They seem to lack the gusto. Morale doesn't seem to be what it needs to be around here.
No.
I mean, with us being at war and the dragon army is about to come down upon us.
You're right. And they're totally half-assing this training exercise. Morale is low. There's very little experience, and the experience that we do have left is, frankly, like me, past their prime.
As am I now, unfortunately.
True. True. You are a very old man. Will not play. I mean, Alphasian Malcorrect.
Alphasian's almost as old as me.
He's as old as I am.
Yep.
Which is pretty fucking old. I need you and people like you, Alphasian, in the knighthood. The story that you told me is concerning, but I am on your side. The knighthood has been in, if we're honest with ourselves, in disarray long before either one of us were born. And I have been doing this a long time, ever since my father died when I was but a boy, 14 years old. And I took over for him as Lord Uthwistan. Worked my way up to the position that I'm in, and it has come down to me or Derek as Grand Master of the Knights. I don't know who will win, especially now that he is bringing back these magical artifacts that will help us against the dragon armies, but still, I think we need more. I think we need more people like you, people willing to not just follow the rules as written, but interpret them in a way that you remember your oath and you help the people of Kryn.
I agree, 100%.
If Lord...
Fortunately,
Go ahead, I'm sorry, I thought you were done.
no, well, go ahead. I'm going to try and get rid of this bot.
Okay, please, thank you, because I cannot do that from here, as for some reason I am no longer connected to Streamlabs. If you would like to be a sponsor, we would love to have you. The nights are in disarray, and money is not coming in the way we'd like it to.
Well, maybe you should go to doghype.com. Because this sounds great, Rocky Lloyd. What?
No, don't give him any airtime. If you were a bot, we would not like you to be a sponsor. I know we're really desperate for sponsorship, but we don't want this kind of sponsorship.
I mean, if it's a really rich bot,
oh wait, will it actually give us money?
well, that's what I'm saying.
We should probably look into it. That is something we'll look into.
Yeah.
I can't delete
That's a
it,
good
but
one.
I reported it. I reported it.
I would
so.
love to delete it, but I have not been able to connect to the chat on Streamlabs ever since we switched from Wicked Studios over to Atomic Peanut Butter Group.
Reported what now?
There's a bot on chat.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nothing important. Well,
nothing important.
yes, because we're just a friendly, local, free
Hey, what's up, Tim?
stream. Hey, Tim.
Oh,
that Big
Botcoin.
Mac,
I'd
Tim?
like some Botcoin.
Botcoin?
That's what Tim said.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Is that like a Truly? Because if so, I'm in.
Of course.
Truly, if you'd like to be a sponsor,
Yes.
we'd love to have you.
Absolutely.
White Claw, I'll still take you as a sponsor, but I'm not going to drink your shit. If Derek does return, Alphasian,
He intends to.
there will be a trial. My suggestion is
Leave town now.
I remind you of your oath. My honor is my life.
Yes.
If you do leave now, then I will be on Derek's side, and I will hunt you down and kill you like the dog you are.
Oh my.
That said, I think you can, with your ideas and your views, you can help transform this motley crew. By the way, I did the motley crew there specifically because of Dr. Fielthos, if anyone remembers that. We're tying that together, by the way. Nobody seemed to
Nice
pick up
callback.
on it, but thank you. That was
Yeah.
that was intentional. I need your help, Alphasian, and I will support you. However, there are others who will be judging your case, and you will need to get on your side during this inevitable trial. There are... That's not helpful. Lord Alfred Markin, Knight of the Sword. Lady Auric Archeron, Knight of the Rose. And Lord Michael Joffrey, Knight of the Crown.
Are all those legit?
Yes, except for the fact that Lady Auric was originally Lord Auric.
Gotcha.
But she's a lady in this universe.
So you're saying I should go and lobby them for support?
Yes. I would recommend it. If
My
nothing else,
first-
prepare your defense.
Hey,
Because-
Chris Andrew, he bid 500 bits for Alphasian's defense.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! Although I'm not sure that's really for operations.
I'm pretty sure that's what it's for. Hey, what's up, my more?
Hey guys, thanks for joining us here. By the way,
Are
you
we
can-
going to be using like legal inspiration here?
Yeah, we
this,
can.
court
Yeah.
battle?
now we
Yeah, man.
absolutely
Yeah.
can.
You know, I thought this was going to be like a trial by combat type of thing.
No, this is an actual trial. It could be
No.
turned into trial by combat, though. Let's see how things play out. By the way, watch us on YouTube/Atomic Peanut Butter Group. And by the way, guys, we need one more subscriber to get to 600.
That's it.
Doesn't cost you a thing, man. Just go in there and subscribe. Atomic Peanut Butter Group. You got DragonLance. You have our old Greyhawk Adventures games, including what was before this our longest running game, which was Return to the Bandit Kingdoms. You know how many episodes we're on right now, by the way? 76 here in DragonLance.
Well, all right.
We're on the road to 100, guys. What does that mean? Nothing. Nothing at
Not
all.
a damn thing.
It means
Give
that
it a
we
couple more years, easy.
It means that we're just playing a lot of D&D. That's it. That's all it means. You can also check out our Marvel Superheroes game, Saturday Morning Superheroes, which hopefully, if we eventually finish Dragonlance, we'll play season 2 of, where Kemchan and I tried so hard to be superheroes, and it's much more difficult than you would think. Maybe just for us. I don't know.
Maybe
You
we're
guys
making
did a
the
good
wrong
job.
decision.
Yeah, maybe we should be villains. Maybe
You
in
guys
season
did a
2
great
we
job.
become villains. But that's a real fun show. Check that out. Also, the Down Roll is on there, which Will and I had a D&D video podcast. It's actually, you can find it by searching for Wicked Studios on podcast, wherever you listen to podcasts, and they're up there. And again, we are going to have one here on this OGL nonsense, which is all bullshit. Everyone's getting out of control over it. And I also have a bunch of, a few short films and web series you can join on there as well. Plus, you can watch us here on Twitch, also Atomic Peanut Butter Group. On Facebook, you can find us at Wicked Studios 11 because the porn company took the regular Wicked Studios. We're now out of business, so fair game, capitalism, am I right? And then...
Adam, are there any other games that get played on this channel here that they could also see video of, in various places?
That's a great question, Gaz. Are there? Because
One that
we
he
also...
might
No,
be
I guess
thinking of
not. It's been a while.
Sometimes on Fridays when we're not playing this, we will play a Gaz DM'd series called Eberron, Morgrave Mythos.
You don't really need to emphasize the colon quite that much.
I love to emphasize the colon.
It makes it sound a little too medical.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to give everyone a minute to think about that, too. Yeah.
His doctor told him his colon's important. So.
You heard me, man. Colon.
We will eventually be back with Eberron Morgrave.
Yeah, but do check that out. Do check that out, because it is a fun game. I enjoy playing that, and I would love to play it again.
Yeah, I got a new job, so it was a little difficult to schedule that.
Understandable. Things happen. There is world outside of this game, although I know for those of you watching that seems impossible. But anyway, let's get back to it, huh? Oh, also listen to us on podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts, just by searching for Dragonlance Chronicles until the cease and desist. And then we'll change the name. We'll let you know what it is. We're going to cut from here to the Behemoth. Captain Jadek, you and your crew continue to sail around the Isle of Christine toward Whitestone. It's a pretty uneventful trip, luckily for you. You all do heal up. You lose any levels of exhaustion you may have had. Mostly that was for the NPCs who got knocked the fuck out during that last encounter with the Death Knight.
They did.
You see the shore of Whitestone on Sanction. You see in the distance a large mountain, Mount Nevermind, home of the gnomes in the distance behind. As you were getting closer and closer to docking, is there anything you guys would like to do or say or talk about or...
Well, I want to think that the crew came up with a flag for the ship.
Our flag means death.
That's right.
Is what they
definitely
say.
does.
By the way, if you haven't watched that show on HBO,
Oh, so good.
so definitely
Good.
watch it. It is amazing. It's so funny and poignant and sweet. It's a really good show.
And
But
season
yeah.
2 in production now. So
Yeah. By the way, HBO,
awesome.
if you'd like to be a sponsor, we'd love to have you.
absolutely.
We're also
HBO,
willing to create a
yeah,
series
up
for
there.
you, by the way.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's so much material here. I mean, you can see.
It doesn't have, if you don't like this, doesn't have to be that. We'll do whatever
No,
you
we got
want.
other stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got plenty of ideas. We're
We
not
have
going to
no
say them now.
standards
Not because
also.
we don't know
Yeah.
them, but because we're holding off. So the pitch.
We don't want to say it out loud yet.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but there's a lot that we could do for you, HBO.
Anyway. So yes,
Back to the behemoth.
Back to the behemoth. Yes.
That's what
Also, every time we go to the behemoth, I want to make a K Billy Super Sounds in the '70s joke. I can't. It's never quite there, but you know, I'm
just keep workshopping it. That's
you know, yeah.
Yeah, you'll get it. Anything you guys are doing before you dock?
I mean, we're going to before.
It's been, by the way, it's been about since you left Christine, about 5 days, and it's been about 7 days since you left that the night outpost on Southern Urgoth.
Okay.
And Will.player. That's how long Alphasian has been staying with Lord Gunther.
Gotcha.
And if not, you guys will dock. There are a small retinue of knights who look like they're barely like out of their adolescence. I mean, they're still teenagers. They got nice armor, probably headed down to them, but they're a little more than children that meet you at the dock. One of them, who's slightly older, he has like one of those bad teenage mustaches, you know. Yells out because he sees the crew, right? And the crew are ogres, more than not. And they yell, swords, bows drawn.
Oh.
Who goes there? Sorry, who goes there?
Excuse me, could you show us to our rooms, please? Oh, our bags are back on there. If you could run and grab them, that'd be great. Thank you. Who are these people?
If you are part of the dragon armies, we will fight and what do we sink their ship? Yeah. You sink your shrimp. Yeah.
Are you blind?
That's
Do we
exactly
look
what
like
they said.
dragons? Do I look like a dragon to you?
They look at each other.
carefully.
They whisper, "No." But a red robe mage, that's
Looks like a dragon to you.
no, but it's still concerning.
Okay, do you want to be turned into a frog?
No, but
I didn't think so.
I defy you to turn me into. Oh, God, I hope he doesn't turn me into a frog. I defy you to turn me into a frog.
Yeah, why don't you see to my companions here?
But there are
and
minotaurs and
assist
ogres on
them.
your ship, and what are you doing here?
I don't know. What are we doing here?
Where's oh, screw it. Jadik will step. Yeah, Jadik will step
The
up.
NPCs are not going to have conversations with themselves. I'm going to set that expectation right now.
Okay. So Jadik will step up and look at the kid. He's like, "Listen, we're here for that big trial thing going on there."
You mean the Whitestone Council? You don't know anything about a trial?
Oh, we don't know about the trial. Okay, yeah, we were here to see the council.
We've got a sense. We feel it's going to happen.
Yeah, I
You
think,
just assume that he
Well,
just
you
fled.
think that Alphasian just took off.
he's a coward. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Wait, no, he's not.
Yeah.
Coward-ish.
Coward adjacent. Yeah.
See, so yeah, I was like, yeah, listen, we're here to see your council. So why don't you take your bags and show us the way there, kid?
You are here for the Whitestone Council? At that point, Derek will step up, stand next to you, and say, "Let us depart. The ogres will stay on the ship. However, provisions will be brought to them. You know who I am. You're Lord Derek Crown God, TM. Wizards of the Coast. Yes. And we have important business with the council. As the mage here says, find them rooms, as well as myself. Sir Talbo is dead. Sir Malkorite, excuse me, has fled.
You may want to lay off the sauce before we.
He's been drinking a lot.
And then
It's been a rough voyage.
Derek says, bra off, hair up, sweats on, wine gone. Oh, but it has given me the hiccups, you're right. This is the foul doing of the sauce. The knights all nod, and man, this is going to be annoying, especially for the podcast, as they hear me hiccuping through the entire episode.
I hope not.
Me too, but only because I also listen to the
Hold your breath
podcast to remember what happens.
Man,
I just hiccuped as I was trying to hold my breath.
somebody scare Adam.
Oh. Tell me capitalism is dead.
Capitalism's dead.
Capitalism is dead. Paizo wins. Just a joke, Paizo. If you'd like to be a sponsor, we'd love to have you.
You don't know how.
All right.
How
Anyway,
that? Never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
You might get there. We'll see how the trial goes, Will.
He. What I'm saying is, he wants to try and get there
It's not easy to do with the measure.
with some strings being pulled by some important lord, maybe.
Could happen, but you would need
Okay.
you would need the majority. I'll just say that.
All right. That's all I need to know.
Yep. Especially in this time where all knights are needed. By the way, why he's whispering this, who knows? Sir Alphasian is trying to get a trial by combat. He's like,
Why you said that's a surprise? You have no sense of drama.
I don't.
There's a reason I whispered it to you.
I know, but then people are watching and listening to this thing thinking, what are they fucking talking about? So I'm letting them in. By the way, the rest of you guys,
They're way focused in on your hiccups. They're not worried
they
about.
really are. They just all they can concentrate on.
so yes, if you could all bring my things and bring the other things, that would be great. And please, I'm going to need a few other little odds and ends. Is there a shopping place in this? Where are we? This is nowhere near a place where I would like to visit, but certainly there's something here for me.
This elf is clearly Sylvanesty, I can tell. Based on the others that have come here for the council. I've been drinking. I admit I'm very nervous with all this war going on. I've never been in a battle.
Yes, and I'm sure you've never been in the presence of one such as myself.
No, that's also
It's
true.
all going to be okay. It's going to be just fine. Take a deep breath, relax, and understand that I'm no different than you.
Well, you are, because you're an elf and I'm a human.
Well, I am an elf and you're a human, but we're all on the same side. We're all on the same cause.
You are black and I am white. You're as blind as a bat and I have sight. Remember that from Saturday Night Live?
I'm not bad. You sound like Joe
Joe
Piscopo.
Joe
Piscopo.
Piscopo and Eddie Murphy. That was great. The last time Saturday Night Live was funny.
You even have that New York accent going.
Yeah, well, I hear it all the time. It takes a lot of work not to have one myself. Although Kemchan doesn't have one either, and he used to
but
live
Kemchan's-
about
He's
10
cool.
minutes away from me.
I get told I have a New York accent here all the time.
Hmm.
All
They haven't heard a real good New York accent then.
no, that's what I keep saying. Oh, it gets
Yeah.
worse. It's much worse than what I have.
What are you talking
All right,
about? I'll
so-
bust you in the throat.
So
So you guys are able to exit the ship?
we exit the ship. Jadek puts his hand on the kid's shoulder. He's like, "Bring a barrel of rum for my crew,"
He is
and just like,
shaking.
throws-
You can feel him shaking as he does that. as
yeah,
he
oh
does
yeah,
this.
and he's loving it. He loves it. Jadek is loving every moment of this like fear he's instilling in the kid, and he doesn't even have to try. And he,
Especially as
he
a
gives him, like,
minotaur,
couple
by the way.
coins. Yeah, he gives him a couple of coins. He's like, make sure that happens.
And it's the gold
just
you
kinda-
found on the island, Christine. What am I supposed to do with this? It's worthless.
Make something pretty for yourself, kid. And he kind of like, and he has like half.
Thank
He's
you.
got like half a bottle left of rum, and he's like takes a swig out of it as he like you hear him clomping down the dock.
Can I have us? No, okay, he's gone. Okay, I'll just. All right, so you guys are led into the town. They say, before we bring you to your lodgings, we do think that you should see Lord whatever the fuck his name is, Lord Uthwistan. God,
Sure, why not? Sounds like fun. The blue guy has never met this person.
There's a blue guy. I don't
Right
see
here.
him.
Standing right beside you.
He looks at that spot. He looks at you. He looks at the spot. He looks at you. He looks at the spot. He looks at you. And then decides to just nod his head and continue walking.
Good call.
He brings you to, and it's a decent walk, to a castle. And they make you wait in an antechamber for a good 20 minutes.
How rude.
Well, you're not there, Alphasian. You're with Gunther.
It's not rude.
It's true. It is rude. While you're with Gunther, still on the balcony, looking over at these knights, there's a knock
Oh,
on the door. Oh, Gertie! I haven't seen her in a long time.
Yeah. She started bugging me, so I grabbed her.
Gertie, for those of you listening on podcast, is Will Dot play as cat.
Yes.
Not his
Sorry.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
He did just grab somebody.
Yeah, that's not a person. That would be weird.
Hi, Barthonus, and welcome to your first live.
Wow.
Oh,
yeah.
Huzzah!
Barthonus,
Huzzah!
yes. Barthonus, I'm sorry, you're a little bit late for the drawing that ended months ago.
Oh, Barthonus is still catching up. Yeah, we long story, but rewatch this from the beginning, and you can see our part about capitalism and the fact that we were losing money doing that. So until you know what, subscribe.
Wait, but Will is my favorite player, is what
Yeah.
Barthonus said.
Then you're definitely gonna lose any drawing we have.
Barthonus
If Will
is
is your
my
favorite.
There you go.
Barthonus,
But to be
Good luck.
fair, I'm also Siderin's favorite player too.
No,
you
Sidran
know,
hates
that
you.
says a lot.
That's me.
He hates your
It's, you know,
characters.
it's kind of a hate watch kind of thing where, yeah, Sidran is tuning in for Will, even if he hates it.
He's like why I watch the Below Deck series. Ever watch that?
No.
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I've actually
never.
enjoyed it.
You know what? I love the views. I love the boats. I hate the people, so I love when they fuck up. That's why I watch it.
All right.
Stardust, I got tons of accounts, just so you know.
There's a knock sort of on the wall as the doors are open on the balcony. And there's a squire who tells Gunther, couldn't remember his name, that
Lord
there are
Wiston.
people here to meet them. His description, Alphatian, you know, are going to be your former companions. And then he says, and sir, Lord Crownguard is back as well. Gunther shakes his head and nods his head, rather, and says, yes, of course. Alphatian, are you quite ready to visit with him, or would you like me to go first?
I think it's best if I remain within your presence when meeting them. I don't trust Derek not to fly off and accost me.
Has he changed that much since he left here all those months ago?
Oh, much. Yes. He's quick. He was always quick of temper, you know.
He was. Of course, then come with.
All right, I'll be with him. Did he accept the sword and shield of Huma?
He has allowed you to keep it.
Okay.
And he has explained to you, and this was over the week that you were there, that legend has it that anyone who takes this sword and shield would be cursed. However, he doesn't know the details of the curse. However, if one can find a true cleric to help him atone, then he would be able to break that curse and get the benefits of those weapons. And
you know that atoning requires you to actually feel you've done something wrong, right?
That's what the little angel on your shoulder says, Alphatian.
Yes. Yeah.
And you've met a true cleric, so you know.
That's what the other angel sitting next to the angel on your shoulder also says.
Sir Earl's sister, for those who have forgotten.
Yep, that is one. But anyway, so you guys will head downstairs. After a while, sitting in this antechamber, the door opens. There's a squire and two men behind him. The squire says, Lord Gunther Uth Wistan and Sir Alphatian Malkarite.
Is there good
I'm sorry, what?
music playing for my entrance or what?
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
It's music. It's not that. It's not as epic as you would want it to be. I'm sorry, Curliflon, what?
I'm sorry, what? Did you say Alphatian Malkarite?
Yes, and you see him, and he is there.
Yeah, I'm standing at the elbow of Lord Wistan.
And
I'm sorry, what is he doing here?
well, and Derek says, yes, what is he doing here?
There's that temper.
And Gunther says, he arrived about a week ago with... I'm sorry, I've also been drinking.
No, the entire time there's just servants walk around with platters full of wine for everybody.
Not what I was really expecting from the knights, but
all of the knights,
I guess,
are drunk from top to bottom.
Somebody's having a retirement party. It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's fair. All right.
And Derek says,
I think it was Marge in the kitchen. She's having her retirement. So all the knights are excited.
She did
Marge
very
is
good
awesome.
work.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I'll tell you what, she created a potato dish called tater tots. That were delicious.
You know, I'm sure they were great, but they're no Otic spiced potatoes. All right.
Otix. Don't know that I know of an Otic spiced potato.
I will bow to them. You
To
know
the
that.
group.
Yeah. And I'll look at Derek when I do it.
And he says, your false chivalry will not be accepted here. False knight. That was for you, Sidorin. I accuse you of cowardice and not adhering to the measure nor your oath. And Gunther steps in and says, that is a serious crime, Derek. Yes, Derek says, it is. And a true one. The oath and the measure are the most important things about being a Knight of Solamnia.
Oh, are they now?
And this coward, this traitor, does not know what it means to be a true knight, as much as that pains me to say, because we have known each other, Alphacian, a long, long time.
Yes. And you've always been somewhat of a pompous ass. You're tied to your nobility, justifying your rudeness. And you can bring charges against me. Let them be leveled. The oath and the measure, yes, mean a lot to the victims of the Dragon Army right now. I see that they've served us well over the past, I don't know how many centuries. Enjoying our ultimate time in the sun, are we, right now, as the knights? Huh. Well, throw your accusations around. I'm sure you've probably knighted a couple of others along with your...
Oh, yes!
fellow.
I'm a Knight of Solamnia now, too! My name is... Hello, I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Tasselov Burfoot. Knight of the... Am I the Knight of the... No one has really ever clarified, am I the Knight of the... Excuse me, I've also been drinking. Am I the Knight of the...
Well, that's not a good combination.
Am I a Knight of the Rose? The Sword of... Excuse me, again drinking. Or the Crown?
I'm not sure. It's
And
never really clarified for me.
you can see a flush of red flash across the cheeks of Derek Crownguard. And he sort of looks to the ground for a second. He says, let's not distort the facts here.
Yes.
You left the battle as a coward.
Oh, yes, I guess if that was your way of saying it, of course. Yeah.
I demand a trial.
I'm
Gunther.
sure you do.
No one's talking to you right now, coward.
Oh no. Not to be a dick.
Are you drunk
It's so
too?
hard. I've been drinking a little. You know, I think Martha's going away for retirement or whatever.
And
What in Tantalus?
yeah, Gunther nods his head
San
and
Chris,
says,
wherever we are.
"You're at St. Christ, yeah. Whitestone in
Yeah,
particular,
San
but you are on the island of Whitestone. Nope, reverse. Island of St. Christ. You are in the city of Whitestone.
Okay.
Fine, Derek. If this is how you're going to play it, tomorrow we will have a trial. The trial of Alphacian Malkorite. TM, that's all me. Those are
Dum
the
dum
toasts.
dum.
I think it should be more than just a trial of myself.
Do you have an accusation yourself? Sir Alphacian?
Yes, actually, I feel your interpretation of the measure is faulty and has driven you to make rash and harsh decisions, and decisions that I don't know if any other knight would make, and I just gestured.
Thank
towards
you,
Steph.
Barthonas, for following us on Twitch. Excuse me. I'm drinking. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Huzzah! Thank you, Barthonas.
Wait, is Alphatian Malkorite about to put the whole system on trial?
You got that shit right, baby.
Oh, that was great. That was great. And Gunther says, yes. I have heard of your deeds, Sir Derek, including knighting a Kender into our once proud order. There will be a trial in the morning for Alphatian Malkorite and for Derek Crown God. And with that, we are going to take a break.
Oh, no, not Derek.
No.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Yes, he did. Adam, drink a glass of water during the break.
Oh, dude, I got to have like a cup of water. It's not going away, these hiccups. Anyway, guys, thank you for hanging out with us on D&D Fridays for Atomic Peanut Butter Presents Dragonlance: Dragons of War, Part 2, parentheses, the trial of Alphatian Malkorite, end parentheses. Again,
It was actually Aaron that knighted him.
it was Aaron that knighted him, but there are 2 people who witnessed that.
Yeah. And one's dead.
Well, there's 3 people that witnessed it. There's 2 people that left that are witnessed it.
Oh, there you go.
Although, actually, I take that back. Curlithlon, were you? No, you weren't there for that.
No.
No, no one in this current group was there when he knighted Tasselhoff. So, he said, she said. Derek is the she because he's fabulous. Anyway, guys, we will be right back. Don't go anywhere because the trial of Sir Alphatian Malkorite starts next. We'll be right back.
So would Jadek fight for me?
He would, but he won't use any of his cool weapons.
Oh, of course.
Jadek's not there. Jadek's not a part of this. He's not.
You are there in the room right now.
Hey, he wants.
Oh, I thought
yes.
they went to the. Okay.
No, you're still there with them during all this.
Barthonas
Okay.
wants to know how to do the bits. And it says 100 bits for an individual player as well, right?
Yes, if you want to do one individual player, it's 100 bits. If you want give everyone a bit, it's 500 bits. Why? Because we used to have 5 players, and I haven't gotten over the fact that we're now at 4.
But you could get one. There
You can, yes, you can give me a bit also by cheering, 500 bits. And that goes
But
to
you shouldn't do that.
Yeah, no.
We're not
No.
still live.
But I'll tell you what, the money that you spend
Yeah, are we still live?
will go to a
'Cause
case
Adam-
of water and an Alcoholics Anonymous.
Adam's
I
talking
just-
like we are. We must be.
I know,
He
right?
wouldn't be using material. If
He
wasn't
hasn't
on
actually
there.
said we're out yet. So yeah.
No, we're still on. We're still here. Yes.
All right,
Oh,
dude.
okay.
Hey, FYI, my
Hi,
daughter
everybody.
sometimes gets hiccups when she eats spicy food, and if she has a Rolade, it seems to help. So
I don't have
know.
any Rolaids.
Maybe it'll help you. Tums,
I don't have a Tums. I don't have anything because I don't usually get hiccups.
check your first aid kit. You might find some antacids in there.
Yeah, it's this Louis Jadot Puy Fusé that I've been drinking. If you'd like to be a sponsor, we'd love to have you.
Stardust, you're absolutely right. If you're pro big business, go ahead and give some bits.
You're
to
right.
our
That's
DM.
absolutely-
The DM, if
Oh,
you're pro,
Yes.
Or
Bro,
small
the,
business, because
open
any
RPG.
dollar helps
No,
any
no.
capitalist endeavor.
No,
That's the whole point of capitalism
not,
is dollars.
That's not how the world works.
No, I disagree. Every dollar
Okay.
helps.
just give.
Yes,
just
and
cash.
trickle down economics absolutely benefits the poorest people in the world.
That's what Ronald Reagan told me. We'll be right back. I'm not a Republican, I promise. And we're back. Welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, and others, to Atomic Peanut Butter Presents Dragonlance, colon, and I emphasized the colon as much as I could for Gary. Dragons of War, comma, a little less emphasis on the comma. Part 2. More emphasis on the part 2. I'm Adam, your DM. Thank you for hanging out with us on a D&D Friday for, you know, what I just said. And we're going to get right back into it. So, we got Gaz, we got Kim-chan, we got Michael, we got Will.Playa. And we're going to play a little D&D. There's a trial going to happen tomorrow morning. Who's on trial? Derek Crownguard says it's Sir Alphasian Malkorite. Sir Alphasian Malkorite says, "Oh no, you didn't. It's you, motherfucker," and accuses Sir Derek Crownguard. Both are contesting that the other is going against the measure, which is the rules that the Knights of Solamnia live by and have for 2,000 years. Now, the interpretation of the measure has varied depending on who's been in charge. The rigidity of the measure over the last probably 300 years since the Cataclysm has really been the focus versus the oath, which is Est Solaris Oath Mythos, my honor is my life, which Alphasian seems to think is number one, and that there's different interpretations for the measure. Derek Crownguard also agrees with the oath, but has a very rigid, I was going to say pronunciation. What's the word I'm looking for? Focus on the measure. That's not the word I want, but whatever, dude. Again, we've established.
Chris Andrew had a great idea.
Oh, what's his idea? I'd love to hear it
Okay,
because I have no.
So what if the chat votes?
That is a really great
Guilty
idea.
or
No,
not guilty?
I'd love that idea actually.
I don't know, man. That's
Not-
very death in the family there. Leaving it up to the fans.
Oh, by the way,
Oh,
I
I
voted for Robin to die because I was a Dick Grayson fan and Jason
We
Todd
all
was
voted
garbage.
for Jason Todd to die. Okay,
Jason
everybody
Todd was
from that time
garbage.
period.
And why is he back as Red Hood?
Because they had a really good idea to make a.
It was not
bad
really
character
good.
Oh, everybody loves him now. Everybody
I
loves
don't.
Red Hood.
Yeah,
I
but he's
remember
Red Hood.
him from when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Um,
I love what they did with the character. But anyway, neither here nor there.
Damien's by far.
oh,
okay.
Damien is the
Damien's
worst.
a way
I-
better Robin.
What? Better?
Better.
Oh, Damien's
way better
the
Robin.
best.
No way. Damien is
Yes.
worse than Jason Todd.
Whoa,
no.
he's awesome.
He
Kim
is
Chan,
what
me and
Ja-
you, baby,
he is
yeah.
at a younger age what Jason Todd had to go through death for.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dick Grayson, number 1.
No,
Tim Drake, close number 2.
not even close.
3, I like the one from Dark Knight Returns. I don't remember her
Stephanie.
name.
Stephanie.
And
Carrie.
I don't recognize that. What was her name, Gary?
Carrie
Carrie?
something.
Carrie, that's
Yeah,
it.
that was good. Good
Yeah.
one. You don't remember things that happened 2 seconds ago, but you remember that. It's amazing. Your memory's
Oh,
amazing.
yep.
You're like Memento,
Priorities.
but like with short-term memory.
Yeah, pretty much.
Although that was a long time ago, because we're all old. We've established, except for Gary, who's a young buck. 9
Oh
months
yeah,
younger
yeah.
than I am.
I'm so young.
In
compared
9
to all the
months, you'll
rest
be
of
old, Gary. But you got, or
Okay.
whatever it is. I don't know what the difference in our ages.
You're
is. I
at
think it's 9
600
months.
subs on YouTube now, thanks to Greyhound Fan.
Oh, hey!
that's
Look
600.
at that. Huzzah!
Ah!
Thank you very much.
Oh my God, Sidern has the best idea. I should start a new order of knights called the Black Rose. Oh my God, that's so good,
the
Sidern.
black
You're right.
robes.
Yes,
The Black Roses.
There are already black robes. Those are the wizards.
Rose.
No,
Oh, the
Rose.
black,
Black
rose.
Rose.
I just can't understand anything Will says.
Kind of like what a
Also,
death
there's
knight
already one of
has.
those too. Yeah.
There is one.
Oh.
Lord Soth, and he's gonna kick your ass. And
Oh,
we saw
sweet.
what that
Yeah.
random Death Knight did. Wait till you.
Sauce
meet
could
Lord
work
Soth.
for me.
could.
Yeah, you wish.
You should, yeah. You know what? Alphasian Malkorite should totally go take up with Lord Saw.
There it is.
That'll work out well for
No,
you.
but like,
Go ahead.
but make him the squire, where Alphasian is the knight. That would be great.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, of
He'll be all on board for that.
Yeah.
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 Christ, he hasn't suggested it.
He has actually. He's like, you know what? I'd love a boss. All of this time, it's a
Someone
lot
just
of
said,
work
"Tell me
being
what
my
to
own
do."
boss. I'd love
Yeah.
someone just tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Anyway, you all go to your quarters. There are 2 rooms for the rest of you in Lord Gunther's house, because there isn't a lot of other areas that you could stay. However, Lord Gunther does offer you these rooms, so you basically split up where you've got Kurlathlan, Flint, and Jadek in one room. Oh, no. Well, yeah, basically it's Kurlathlan and Flint in one room, and Jadek and Fogsong in the other.
Man.
And then who wants Tasselhoff is really what you need to figure out, because Derek is, he's got his own quarters here that they will find for him. So who wants Taz?
All right, so I could imagine like all 4 of them outside the rooms, like they doing rock paper scissors. Trying to make a
Well, we
decision.
already have the blue guy in our room, so
Yeah, but Jadek
All right, let's go.
completely in the bag, completely
All right.
like a bottle and a half deep. Is like no. That
Right.
blue guy doesn't take up any space. No.
Kemchen.
he takes up space.
Yeah, we saw that actually. It took up Fogsong space.
Well, I'm not. When he does it, like and he takes another
Kemchen
swing.
and Gaz. Rock,
Let's
paper,
go.
scissor. Best of 3.
Oh, right now.
Yep.
Okay,
1,
call it.
2, 3, go. Scissors,
Scissors.
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 1,
One,
2, 3,
three.
go. Ooh,
Rock.
Gaz
Oh!
takes this one. Paper over rock. Best 2
That's
out of
it.
3.
Oh, 2, 3. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
This is
Rock,
One.
paper, scissor,
telling
go.
the audio.
Oh, it's tied up. Rock over scissors, 1-1. The
There you
next
go.
one will win.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Paper, scissors, go. Scissors beats
There it
paper.
is.
Tasselhoff is in Kurlathlan
Oh,
and
man.
Flint's room.
All right, fine.
The video was skipping for me, so I was like, "Oh God, did I miss it?" Crap.
Or what did they call it in Critical Role?
What?
Rock parchment shears or something like that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it was pretty good. By the way, check out Critical Role. It's a really good. If you want to watch a good D&D
Shut up.
podcast, Critical Role. If you'd like to be a sponsor, we'd
They
love to
don't
have you.
need your help.
They don't. No.
That's true.
By the way, if
It's-
you need
no,
any
you-
extras, we got 5 of us willing to play. Not even all at once. We'll each take a week.
Right.
Guest star week. We're good. Trust me. You won't know by watching this, but trust me, we're better than we seem. All right, so
Couldn't be any worse.
you're not helping, Michael.
Well,
And yes, by the way, there are worse streams out there. Trust me. So you guys are sent to your rooms the next morning. You get a full night's rest. Gunther calls for the others outside of Alphasian and to meet in his chambers. And he says, I know that our ways here are probably seeming to be counterintuitive to the danger at hand, and I can appreciate what you have been through and what you have done for not only Ansalon but for Urgoth for Kryn. But this is important to us as a knighthood. The knighthood itself has fallen on very hard times since the cataclysm and has only gotten worse. I've been doing this a very long time. 45, 46 years. There is a lot of politics at play, I understand, and that has no business of yours, and I also understand that. There is a council of Whitestone. The delegates of Whitestone are currently gathering now, and I pray the tales you bring of the horrors of the dragon armies that inflict upon the land will galvanize them. Elves, dwarves, humans of various areas will be here and are here now. And once this business between Alphatian and Crown God are settled, and all of the delegates of the council are here, we will begin. I called a council many months ago, but was unable to forge a union. Even Princess Alana of Sylvanesty, this rings a bell to Gaz, or to Curlithlon, his mama, or so she says. Even Princess Alana of Sylvanesty forged a union. Refused to join. And she came seeking help for her nation prior to that. I pray to Paladine, your presence makes everything coalesce. Our unity begins with peace, our division ends with hope. And that not only is for the races of Kryn and the nations of Kryn, but also for the Knights of Solamnia. I've heard Alphatian's tale. I've heard what he has to say about the exploits that he has undertaken both before, during, and since meeting the rest of you. I believe in a lot of what he says. I believe in what you have to offer will help not only the knights, not only Sancrist, but all of Ansalon and all of Kryn against these dragon armies. But we are in a very difficult situation. Most of our able-bodied knights are already gone. The dragon armies have taken them. All we have now are those long past their prime, myself included, and those so young that they were rushed into knighthood. Morale is low. Numbers are low. But we are all that stands between the dragon armies and the righteous. I hope you can persuade the council. I am a part of it, and I am already on your side. And I'll admit, and he looks right at Jadek, I was a bit taken aback by the sight of one of your kind. But then I remembered the stories, the legends of Huma, and his friend Kaz, the Minotaur. Have you heard of him?
Would Janek have heard of him? I don't know.
You already rolled this last time, and you didn't really.
Yeah. But he knows the name. He's
the name was familiar, but it's also a fairly common name of a Minotaur.
Okay.
But there's vague memories of of the story, but
Janek will be like, yeah, sure. Why don't you tell everybody?
Huma, legend has it, a hero of ours, befriended one of your kind, one who saved his life and vowed to continue to protect it. I'll be honest, the history of the Knights and the Minotaur is not a good one. Mostly battles, war, death. That said, I know your kind from personal experience to be honorable and true. And while we may have different ideas of what is right and what is wrong, I recognize that honor. I appreciate that honor, and I respect that honor. And I will not judge you one way or the other until I have seen you in action. And while Lord Derek Crownguard and I have our differences, if he can take one of you into his confidence and taking you under his companionship, well then, the honor of the Minotaurs must run through your blood as well. That said, others within the knighthood may not feel the same way. Nor would they accept a kender of all species into the knighthood. Then again, others wouldn't accept a half-elf. Or an elf wizard at that. But the way I look at it, we are all the same. There are differences among us, of course, I understand that. But we are just people trying to do right in this world where there is so much evil. That, apparently, is where Derek and I agree. Where we disagree is in the knighthood itself. He has a very conservative look upon the oath and the measure. More of a liberal look, I guess. But I know, as does he, that the knighthood is needed to help fight this war. And that's what it is. And you've seen it. Others haven't. These children that are here have not seen it. They've never seen battle, most of them. During this trial, you will be asked to talk about what you have seen. Whether it's for or against Alphasian, for or against Derek. I can't say. I haven't been where you are. But you will be asked to explain what you have seen. Mostly from them. When the council meets in a few days' time, and there are plenty of dignitaries that are coming here from all of the races of Kryn, all of the nations of Kryn, then you will have an opportunity to explain to them what you have seen and why they need to help. The nations are fractured. The races and species are fractured. And I know, in my heart of hearts, that we need everyone working together to face this darkness. And I am hoping that you can help them see that. Because while Alana Starbreeze months ago would not join. There will be a delegate here from Sylvanesty, from Urgoth, Southern Urgoth, from what I understand you just came from. We'll be there, representing the Sylvanesty. There will be representatives of the Sylvanesti. There will be representatives of Abanonsinia. There will be representatives of the dwarves, hill dwarves. At least, from what I understand, the mountain dwarves no one has been able to find. There will be representatives from the Kender, although not on the council. That would be crazy. But I understand, and I want you to know this, I understand the dangers that Kryn faces. And I could only hope, that you will help galvanize everyone to coming together to fight these forces. Do you have any questions for me?
While he's giving his whole speech, Krelathon is just polishing the hilt of his sword and kind of looking over him and looking back at the hilt of his sword and polishing it and looking back at him.
He notices that. And for a moment, he stops and just looks at you. And he says, that sword, Brightblade it's called, is it not?
Yes, it is.
May I ask how you came upon that sword?
It was my father's sword.
I suppose the rumors were true. Brightblade had and excuse the phrasing, a bastard son with an elf.
Hey, before you reply to that, you need to give our new favorite friend here, Barthonis, he cheered 500.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Everyone gets an inspiration point.
Nice.
Did you know your father?
I did not. And you can call me a bastard. I've been called much worse.
And I don't mean that as an insult.
However you meant it.
Your aunt, his sister, she told you? She gave you the sword?
Yes.
What I can tell you is that your father was a good man and a good knight. Others would
Glad to hear
disagree
that.
based on, for lack of a better word, the affair he had with the elf woman, your mother.
Elf woman.
But I know him to be a good man. In fact, for a time, before I was a knight, I was a squire. Curlithlon. From what I have heard about all of your exploits, and this will not go well for me in my endeavors to become Grand Master officially of the knighthood. But from what I have heard, that sword has found a good home with you.
I'm glad to hear you say that. From
And
someone who actually knew my father.
he was a great man and one I admired very much. I only hope that you can live up to the deeds that he have done. But I can tell you from what I heard from Alphatian, and I know that the two of you have not known each other for very long, a few months. He would be proud of you, my boy. By the way, you're in years older than than Gunther. But you're an elf. He's a human, so you look a lot younger than he does.
There you go.
Did Derek see that sword? He did.
He did, right? Yeah.
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 He didn't really say much about it, though.
I believe he did.
Pardon me while I pause on myself. By the way, bra off, hair up, sweats on, wine gone. Am I right, Curlithlon?
Oh my God! It's on the glass. Here, I thought that you were being.
No, that's on the glass. That's
No,
on the glass that I'm
okay.
using. Yeah, that's why I'm holding it up here to the. For those of you listening on podcast, it's on my glass.
It's not near as clever as I thought it was. I thought that was just you.
No,
being
I'm
witty.
reading the glass.
Oh, come on, Will.
I know. I gave him too much credit.
You give him way too much credit. Way too much credit.
I know. I'm sorry.
You know that's actually what's printed on all the glasses that are being passed around in Sancrest right now as well.
I hope so.
Yeah, everybody.
Because it's for Marge's retirement, and she likes to say that. So they had them printed up special.
What's her favorite catchphrase? Yeah.
I have to point something. I have to point something out
Yeah.
because I am the monitor of chat. Don't you know?
You are the chat monitor.
Barthonis cheered 500 bits specifically for Alphatian.
Oh shit! You get
you're,
5.
You're not getting a huzzah for that.
No, that's not a Zah worthy, but that's 5 for
That's
Alphatian
totally
and
Zah
0
worthy.
for anybody else. So if you did add 1 to your total, take it off.
Hey, Barthonis, haters gonna hate. Am I right?
Haters gonna hate Willow dot play. I'll tell you that much. All right. Next morning comes day of the trial. I will move you guys to different. Well, it's the same map, but I'm going to put
The trial pits.
no. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm actually not going to do that right now. I'm going to put us back over to here because that'll give us a little too much information on the council. So, where is it? I got one here for me. There it is. Everybody attends the trial. We have Sir Alphatian Malkorite, the Sir Derek Crownguard. The judges are Lord Gunther Uthwistan, Lord of the Rose, Lord Alfred Markennan, Lord of the Sword, Lady Auric Archeron, Lady of the Rose, and Lord Michael Joffrey, Lord of the Crown. Gunther.
That's where Game of Thrones got it. I bet.
What'd you say?
There's a Game
Oh,
of Thrones
Joffrey?
Yeah.
It's possible. Yeah. It's possible
Yeah, the
because
guy
this
was
was
a-
around
was
since
a DL
1985. Yeah. So. By the way, House of the Dragon was a great show.
I haven't seen it yet.
I'm not going to say
Yeah.
anything about it. Watch it. Seriously, watch it. It's really good. That said, it's tough to pick that over. Oh shit! What was the one with Jason Bateman? I want to call it Osric, which isn't the right one.
Ozark.
Ozark.
Oh,
Thank
Ozark.
you.
Ozark.
Ozark was really goddamn good.
Why would
guys.
you be comparing them?
That was
Yeah.
for the Golden Globes that they were up against.
Oh, the
Oh,
Golden
really?
Globes.
Did
Who
not know.
cares
I
about
didn't,
the Golden Globes?
I didn't watch it, but I like to see who wins.
Yeah.
House of the Dragon 1, which was a wonderful show, but hard to go against Ozark. I almost called it Oshric again. God damn it.
Never
So-
seen Ozark.
Dude,
I'm
Netflix,
pulling
because
for
you don't have
guys to
Netflix
be-
right now. That's your problem.
I don't have a Netflix. Yeah.
Hey, chat.
But
I'm
you know,
pulling
House
for
of the
you
Dragon
guys.
certainly better than the last few seasons of Game of Thrones. So,
The
you know,
last episode was the only bad episode of Game of Thrones.
that's absolutely not true. The last 2 seasons at least.
Last season
Were-
they
was
they
horrible.
did rush through a lot, but I still enjoyed them, except for the last episode, which was not very good. But House of the Dragon was great. I loved it,
It was good.
but not as good as Ozark.
Patty Considine was phenomenal.
Which one was she? The
No,
older.
he was the king.
Oh, dude, man, he was.
That
great. He
his
was
last
great.
episode was an amazing.
Why
amazing
was he
performance.
not nominated for Best Actor or Best
I don't
Supporting Actor, even whatever you want to give
Yeah.
him? He was great.
But
Agreed.
anyway,
So
back on task.
The
thank you, Michael. Michael,
Cat
always the DM,
is
bringing us back
reiterating-
to task
is
at hand.
reiterating. They
Oh,
would
are we playing a
vote.
game here?
No,
I-
Michael.
People
Yeah,
are
I think
watching,
so.
so you know.
Sorry, Will.
I
What?
just want to see us talk. What?
I said the chat is they're reiterating they would like to be the deciding vote.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The chat will absolutely.
There you
be
go,
the deciding
chat.
vote.
You guys are gonna get your wish.
So
You
you
better stick
guys
around
are
then.
effectively the Lords of the Rose, Sword, and Crown.
Oh dear.
Gunther says, we have conflicting stories about 2 knights. Sir Alphatian Malkorite accused, says Alphatian Malkorite, accused of cowardice and treason to the knighthood, and Sir Derek Crowgard. What? I guess it's actions not befitting a knight. What would you classify his?
Not
his
following the letter of the measure.
So going against both. So basically, both are going against the measure.
Yes, of course.
Sir Alphatian.
Oh, I get to talk first.
Yeah, man.
Oh, the hell with that. You got to build.
You
up
want
the
Derek to
drop.
go first?
I want Derek to go first. Yes, have him give his speech, and then I'll give mine, and then they vote, and then we'll see who wins.
Dude, sure. You're the one. Who let the defense run the trial? You got it. So Derek, what say you? And Derek Crownguard stands. Makes a big show of it. And says, this man, a man I have known since my childhood, a Knight of the Rose, the premier faction of the Knights of Solamnia, a man with a history, a family history of knighthood, honor during that time. This man chose to flee the battlefield during an attack where 3 dragons attacked us. Sure, he was there for the demise of the first 2, including the biggest one. And he attacked them and delivered the killing blow to one, the largest. But then left. This man, this knight, upon seeing the frozen dead body of a gold dragon, wanted to hack through the ice. I can't even say it without laughing. Cut off its wings and use it as a sail And finally, upon visiting the sacred tomb of our hero, Knight of the Crown, Sir Huma Dragonsbane, his grave, he pilfered that grave and took Huma's sword and shield. Knights, I know many of you are young and unproven, but we all know that when we die, especially when we die in service as Huma did, his sword and his shield are sacred and belong with the body of that knight. Alphasian Malkorite, who I once trusted as a friend and a knight, consistently showed that he cares for one thing and one thing only, and that is himself. He cares not about the knighthood. He cares not about our history. He cares not about the good dragons that roamed this earth many hundreds of years ago, nor does he care about the legacy of Huma Dragonsbane. And I motion that he not only be kicked out of the knighthood, but executed for treason.
Harsh.
And there's a big uproar. Yeah, thank you, Will. Gunther says, "How now? How now? Please." We would like to hear from Sir, and he makes a point of that, Sir Alphasian Malkorite. What say you?
First, I'd like to say thank you to all of you for allowing me to defend myself against these accusations. Yes, I have known Derek for a long time, since we were children. Had to. He's my liege lord even from then, and, well, I was in his service. That's neither here nor there. I think I'm just basically going to address his grievances. One, he seems to call me a coward for fighting dragons, and well, because that's what I did. Is there were 3, 2 died, and I've been taught combat, and what they taught me is and I turn around and I put my back towards them and I go, when you see this, it means that your enemy is fleeing you. Much like the dragon that I let escape. Because I figured that it was more important for me to come here, to Whitestone. Now, I had in my possession at the time the dragon roll, which I did think about bringing. We do need it for our mission. But I gave my solemn word that I would help Derek find this item. An item he was too afraid to pick up and handle himself. It is what his age knew. Those of you who knew me before, I was quite young. Not anymore. And, well, I left it behind for him. So make of that what you will. Call it cowardice if you want. But if I did not pursue a fleeing dragon to make sure it was dead, to ensure that the quest would be carried on, that the information that I had would come here, well, then I guess I am guilty of that. As far as the gold dragon goes, I like how Derek likes to leave out the pertinent information. At the time, we had a ship had no sails. To get here, to complete our quest, to fight the dragon army, I suggested, wouldn't the wings, preserved gold wings of a gold dragon, make excellent sail? What better way for it to have fulfilled its duty to defeat the evil of the world, which it is sworn to do when it's alive, than to donate that in its death to our cause now? But I guess that goes against the measure. The same measure that allows you to bring in willy-nilly, and I'll point over at Tasselhoff, anyone that pleases you at the time. I guess, according to Derek, the measure is, well, what you want it to be when it's time. And because of that, I think it's outlived its usefulness when it overshadows the code of my honor is my life. As far as humor goes, and taking his sword and shield from his tomb, the last I recall, Humor sacrificed everything to fight the oppressive dragon before. If Humor were here today and could not carry on that fight, do you think he would keep these valuable tools for defending the innocence of the world locked within a dusty chamber? It did not pilfer a chamber and defile a body that wasn't there. I took up weapons useful for the cause. I guess that's it. I guess it really comes down to how we interpret the measure these days. I feel that the measure has become a burden to our service to the world, to Kryn. And I feel that my position is ultimately correct, and that the gods that have returned smile upon me in this endeavor. And I would prove it in a trial by combat against Derek and his views, if you were to vote for it to be such. I mean, if you're going to so nonchalantly put my head up on a spike for breaking the rules when I'm trying to save the world, well, I guess it doesn't really matter either way.
There's a lot of, oh no, he didn't, in the crowd. And
I think the reactions would be split. Like all the young knights would be like, "Ooh," but all the older knights are like, "Oh, this guy, look at it, what he's doing. Look what he's doing."
Look at this.
yeah, exactly.
What's he know?
That's the murmur.
Yeah, and
Okay.
um,
So this will be an easy way to do it. Everybody who's watching and are in chat, if you think Derek was right, just type in a 1. If you think I was right, type in a 2. That's all you gotta do.
Yes.
And then we'll challenge.
yeah, let's do it.
One.
Or you
One
can
for
you can
Derek,
just type in Derek
2
or
for me.
Alphatia.
1 for Derek.
Oh,
Two.
Sidra and
Oh,
Ara is
2
siding.
2s.
Oh.
One.
Oh.
What's happening? Tell it. You get just stop just emoting and just talk about
Oh,
what's
yeah.
happening.
They're all voting for trial by combat.
Are they really?
So basically,
Yes, the choose. That is what he asked for.
He did.
That is what I
He
asked
did
for.
ask for that.
So what we have so far is we've got 1 vote for a 1 for Derek, and so far 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 votes for Alphasian. Now
Wow.
we got 14 viewers, so not everybody's obviously participating.
I haven't
Granted,
voted.
Yeah, well,
Some of those are my
them are
multiples.
us.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say some of those
that's
are
why I
my
said I
multiple
haven't
counts.
voted. I vote for Derek.
I think it's clear. The chat has voted.
The
for what
chat
they
has spoken.
want.
No, you're right. You're right.
So let's do it. Let's do a trial by combat. Alphasian Malkorite v. Derek Crownguard.
You know, Ciderin is right though that Derek never mentioned that Alphatian verbally denounced the knighthood
Yeah, and that's his
and
mistake.
abdicated his knighthood.
And
That
it's his
is
mistake.
something that I forgot. Although, would that have changed the chat's vote? Let's put that in there. Would that have changed the chat's
That's
vote?
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
but it
true.
changed the chat's vote. They want to see some combat.
They do want to see some combat.
One.
All right. So, Gunther nods his head and says, well, trial by combat you want? The council agrees. Are you going to fight yourself, or will you choose a champion?
He must be talking to Derek first. You gotta ask Derek
It's
first.
to both of you. Derek says, I will take on this piece of shit myself.
Oh,
Well, that's just
Again.
rude.
again, half the crowd is like, "Oh yeah," and the other half, "Oh Jesus, what are you talking about?" The old men are going. A couple of old men gonna fight it out in the middle of the ring.
Yeah. Well, very well. Let's, as we say, do it.
All right. Let's, as they say, do it. Roll me a initiative roll.
17.
Ooh, 17 for Alphatian. That is a 16 for Derek.
Crown card.
You go first.
Okay. Sweet. The draconian great.
Now, let me ask you a question. Are you fighting to kill?
No, I'm going to do subdue damage the
All right,
entire way.
and so will Derek.
And we'll see.
See how desperate the DM gets?
We'll see how desperate.
Alphasian gets.
Yeah. Okay. So, here it is right here. Okay. Do I have? Okay. So that would be that. Got it. Okay. So here we go. First attack. 14. I think that's a miss.
That's a miss.
30.
He parries that. Fucking 30. No, that misses. Of course, that fucking hits. It's a 30.
Okay, so 15. 19.
19 will also hit.
That's a 9.
So,
Okay.
what is that, 24 altogether?
Yep. I'll action surge.
Nice work.
Attack 1. 18.
Hit.
15. Attack 2. 17.
Miss.
Attack 3. Well, that's a miss.
All right. Derek's turn. He's just been using his shield this whole time and finally pulls out his sword. Actually, I lied to you because he's been using this
He ain't
Civic
that
Greatsword.
cool.
No, he's using the Civic.
Oh, he's going to
Greatsword.
use the Civic Greatsword against me?
Fuck yes, he is.
All right, cool.
Attack 1. 17.
Miss.
Attack 2.
With my curse, that's a miss.
27.
That's a hit.
11 slashing.
Okay.
Attack 3. 24.
That's it.
Another 20 slashing.
Okay. And his last attack against me, I'm going to use what's it called? I'm gonna spend a hero point
All right.
and
Spend
let me
a
go to my
hero
reply.
point.
Not a hero point. A
Inspiration.
no. My
Your whatever your fighter thing is.
yeah, the fighter thing. I can't do two things at once.
Paizo, if you'd like to be a sponsor, we'd love to have
I'm gonna
you.
do riposte against him.
Because we don't know how to play D&D.
Yeah, I'm gonna do riposte.
Okay.
So basically, if he hits me, I get a return
Sure,
attack,
yeah, I remember that one.
and I get to add D8 against it. So
Wait, did you have to hit first?
No, he hits me,
And then
I
you
get
just do
repulsed.
this bullshit.
and then I get an
move.
attack against him. Yeah,
That's an attack. You have to roll an attack against him.
yeah, I got to roll it first.
Then roll it.
I'm getting ready to.
See what you got,
Easy.
motherfucker.
23.
That will hit. That will absolutely
Okay,
hit.
but I get to add the Battle Master tactics.
Yeah.
So I get to add the D8 to it. Ah, fuck a one.
One. So 15
Okay.
altogether.
Okay, so that was on his turn. So now
Yeah.
it's back
Now
to
it
me.
is your turn.
Now it's my turn again. So here we go. So attack 1,
Misses.
13. Attack 2.
Misses. No, the 13.
Wow. I'm going to spend an inspiration. Thank you,
should. You
very
should.
much,
Yeah, you should.
Parthonus, and reroll that. 23.
That will
for
hit.
9. Okay.
9.
I'm going to activate one of my abilities.
Yeah, what do you got?
I'm going to disarm him.
Ooh.
When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can expend one superiority die to attempting to disarm the target, forcing it to drop one item of your choice that it's holding. You add your superiority die to damage, and the target must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, it drops the weapon. His save must be 17 or higher.
All right. So I need a 17 or higher.
Yeah.
I got an 8. That is lower than 17.
He's dropping his weapon.
He
so
loses his weapon.
So that's 9 plus fuck another 1 on my superiority die. So that's 10. And I still have another attack.
Yep.
So I'm
You're attacking
going
an unarmed man. Okay.
Yep. You got that right. 18.
Just hits.
Okay, that's another 10.
Oof. Not looking good.
And as I hit him with the last one, I'll just like whisper, go healed.
Never. And he pulls out his halberd off his
That's like
back.
slapped on his.
Because
I should get an attack opportunity.
that's not how D&D 5e works.
I know it's bullshit. You could make a call on that.
If you, yeah, I am making this call because it's my guy who's doing it. So that is not an opportunity attack.
Okay.
And he will attack you with this. What does he get? 20.
20 will hit.
6 points of slashing.
And I'm
22
going to
will also hit, another 10.
I'm going to riposte on the second one.
Okay.
So
Wait a minute. How many times can you do this shit?
as many times as I have superiority dice, and
Is
I
that
have
how
3
that works?
Yeah, I have
Fighters
3
are
left.
much better than people think they are. I'm going to throw that out there right now.
I'm going to
Okay.
use another one. So
All right.
here we go. And bloop. 19, so another
Hits.
10 to him. Okay.
He drops.
I put my sword back in its sheath. I turn around and I just walk away.
The
Ooh.
I don't know who. Are they booing for blood or are they?
No,
booing for-
they're not booing. All the kids are like, oh no, he did back on him. That was badass, boy.
It's a mic drop move for a Cereal Malkarite. He walks away. Everyone else just stands there, and you hear about, oh shit, no, he didn't. No, he did. He did. He fucked him up and walked away.
When I go stand next to Uthwistan,
Mm-hmm.
I go, Lord Uthwistan, I can train the others how to do that.
And Gunther nods. And he says, a moment, please. And he meets with the other heads of the knighthood. And they talk for a little while.
So I'll go over to I take is the rest of the party standing over somewhere?
Sure, they're all together.
I'll go walk over to them and I go. So how is everyone?
Fuck off, Alphation.
Wow.
Well,
I don't
Fuck
believe
off.
we've met yet.
Oh, hello.
Who might you be?
I'm Sir Alphasian Malcaray,
Oh,
Knight
yeah,
of the
I've never
Rose.
heard of you.
Kick-ass
today.
Knight of the
Yeah.
Rose.
You know, funny, I seem to remember you renouncing your knighthood.
Don't know what
Did
you're
I
talking
im-
about.
Did I imagine that?
Apparently.
I guess I need to get my head checked.
Well, you seem awfully angry. I mean, do you need a drink?
Well, that's always true. But
But
regardless,
beside the point.
yeah, that has nothing to do with you being an asshole.
Well, that's not it here nor there. But if you have one, I'd love to-
Asshole? I don't know what you're meaning.
He's
Asshole.
totally an asshole.
No, Ergrin's the asshole.
No, Alphasian's also an asshole.
Maybe it's just Will. Maybe. um,
Oh, that's good.
during this conversation, and those of you who have listened to us and or watched this, you know I love Will, even though he's an asshole.
I think Dennis Leary wrote a song about him. Or...
'Cause
Oh,
I'm an
he did write it.
asshole.
Yeah.
Yo.
True.
I love Dennis Leary.
Me and
By the
Dennis
way,
go way-
what
we
was
go
that
way
show
back.
where he played the Rescue Me?
Great
Yes,
show.
Rescue Me.
What
Good-
a
good
fucking
show.
great show that was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was an awesome show.
One of the
my
best shows of
favorites.
all time. Really good show.
Yep.
So the knights convene. They come back out, and they say, "Well, the trial by combat has a resounding winner. Is there anybody else?" And he looks at Curlithlon and Jadek, because you're the only two NPCs. And, fuck it, why not Fox Song?
Or NPCs? What?
Shit, PCs, I meant to say. By the way, you're all pawns within my schemes.
Oh crap!
I am the puppet master. Pull the strings! Pull the strings! Gary got that joke. And by the way, if you haven't seen Ed Wood,
Yeah.
watch that movie. It is a beautiful movie. One of Tim Burton's best. And I'm
Really?
including
Yeah, it is.
Beetlejuice and Edward Scissorhands in there. Tim Burton's best. Really great movie. What do you have to say?
I'm confused as to I'm
Yeah.
confused as to how this trial by combat even happened when Sir Alphasian Malkarite renounced his knighthood in front of all of
Yeah.
us.
What? Holy shit! You hear from the background. Oh my word! Says one.
I swear.
What the fuck? Dude, no!
If the measure and the rule of you knights has any meaning, then just from the sword I inherited from my father, I am more of a knight than Sir Alphasian Malkarite.
Holy shit, nice. That's a good point, dude.
Oh, Curlathon, there's no reason to get upset because I've put down your companion. It was a trial by combat.
He was your companion, you asshole.
Of course he
He was
was.
never my companion.
He didn't even
Oh.
like him.
So this is a vendetta against me you have
No, he could have
to make up these false accusations.
Wow, this is TMZ
Sure.
shit.
Call them false. Add lying to everyone here.
All
Your
I
list
know
of
is that I
crimes.
helped bring the dragon orb here for the greater good of all. I guess that means nothing.
You absolutely did help gain the dragon orb.
He did some good.
Oh,
I'm
there you
not disputing that.
I don't understand.
That
what
doesn't
you-
mean that you are still a knight and a good person.
Ooh, he's calling him
Oh.
a dick.
Yes, well, I'm sorry that you feel this way.
No, he also feels he's
Perhaps
calling him
you
a
should
dick.
join the knighthood
Oh,
if you feel so
wait,
adamant.
he's an half elf. He can't join the knighthood because we're racist.
Yeah, I'm not sure the knighthood would actually have me.
See, that's something that I would change if I could.
Oh,
'Cause I
that's
think
really
it's wrong.
progressive of him. That's a good feather in his cap.
I think the measure is outdated.
No, whoa, I don't know about that. I mean, we've been living by it for some time.
Don't you have a Kender in your knighthood? I thought I saw one around here. Some blue guy was
Kender?
chatting.
Somebody
to
knighted a
you.
Kender? That's fucking crazy. Who knighted a Kender? Who allowed that to happen?
I'm pretty sure the blue guy was chatting with him not too long ago. He
There's
seems
no,
to
we
be
don't
quite
see
a
anybody besides
agreeable
you.
sort.
Who's a blue? We don't know what that means. And your
The blue guy.
imagination is super weird.
I want
Yeah.
to. I want to
He's
state
right
that
there
during all
beside
this,
you.
Janik is sitting on a stool, sipping on a bottle of rum, just laughing his entire thing because he couldn't give a shit either way. And he just, like, take a swig.
Now, Adam,
Yes.
is that not the exact same attitude of the barbarian dude from fucking Willow? I'm telling you, it's the exact thing.
By the way, Willow is so much fun. I don't know that if you're a strict Willow old school guy, just like if you're a strict D&D guy, you're not going to just jump to Paizo. I don't know if you'll jump to the new Willow show. I think it's great. I enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun. And by the way, Borman, you're talking about, Will?
Borman.
The
He's
best
awesome.
character,
Best.
almost in the history of Will. Like it's on par with Mad Mardigan.
Yes, very much so.
It's
Fucking
a great fucking.
He's a lot of
character.
fun.
Yes.
A lot
Yeah.
of fun.
Although we have not finished the series yet, the penultimate episode is a bit of a drag.
Wow, Will said the same thing. I liked the penultimate episodes. I thought it added a little more tenseness to the situation.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was just like, when is this going to be over?
Amen,
Oh,
brother.
you
I was right there with
guys.
you.
I thought it had some good character development all the way around. The last episode, I thought was a lot of fun. It's gonna. You'll forget about that penultimate episode.
Okay, well, we'll probably watch it tonight. So I'll
Disney
let you know.
Plus, if you'd like to be a sponsor, we'd love to have you.
Yeah.
And by the way, we'll also put a show together for you if you want. Why not?
Absolutely, yes.
We're
can totally
not
come
only
up with a
creators,
new
but also
fantasy
actors,
IP.
by the way. So you got
Yeah.
you got that part of it in there too.
You can have a friend.
Who's that little guy?
You're just my desk gnome.
Don't just say that like that. That's really dismissive.
Just hangs out on my desk. He's my desk gnome.
That is the desk gnome.
Yes.
God damn it, Michael. He means something.
Yeah, he's my desk gnome.
does.
Oh, you know
Yeah.
what? I think it did. Did you tell me I had to change my alignment when I tried to get the gold dragon wings?
I don't
There-
think
There
I,
was
sounds
some
familiar.
there was
point at
something
which-
about that though. You might be neutral good. You might be neutral good, not lawful good.
I was chaotic good.
What the fuck? How is a
I'm-
knight?
Yeah,
I will allow you to continue to be chaotic good because you are.
He is. Yeah.
Yes, but that is
He's a-
not.
He's a chaotic. He was born into it. He just followed stuff, and
God,
his
your
heart.
dead
Is
father.
the
would-
his
good
heart is a
part of
wild-
that?
His heart is a wild heart.
Your
Yeah, I
dead
think
father
chaotic
would
neutral,
roll over in his
honestly.
grave.
The renegade.
Man. All right, that's a point against you. But I think I've got the outcome. Gunther adjourns the meeting. Is that the right word, adjourns?
Adjourns.
Jordan's.
Yeah, it sounds
Adjourns.
weird when I say it out loud. Adjourns, thank you. That was the right word.
A Jorn.
A George is
I mean,
very
you know,
Nordic. Yeah.
Exactly.
A Bjorn.
Yeah, a Jorn.
Yeah,
You're
Jorn.
adjourning the meeting.
God.
Oh man. Oh, that's great. Anyway,
Compose yourself, Adam.
I
Compose
can't.
yourself.
That was funny. um, and the meeting is adjourned. And basically, the evening goes by. Next morning comes. It's late morning when everybody is asked to come back to the Knights Council, and both Sir Derek and Sir Alphatian are standing on either side as the Knights Council sits in their seats, and Lord Gunther looks at you and says, "A lot of good has come from the actions of both of you, Sir Alphatian Malkorite, Sir Derek Roundguard. Based on the information that we have gotten from both of you, and from those of you," and he looks right at Curlithon, "who have also given testimony, we have come to the following conclusion. Sir Derek Crownguard, we allow you to keep your title and your standing within the knighthood. However, there is reservation about those you have allowed into the knighthood, particularly this Kenda." And Taslov just looks and smiles and waves when he says that. "Sir Alphatian Malkorite, you also have done much to aid in this battle. Your history here in the knighthood, as well as your family history of the knighthood, means much. However, your actions based on that of the testimony of Lord Derek Crownguard and the son of Sturm Brightblade, the half-elf named Curlithlon, does bear weight. We have decided that you are no longer fit to be Knight of the Rose. However, this war," and he looks directly at Derek when he says this, "is bigger and more important than all of us. Sir Alphatian Malkorite has proven himself to be not only a good Knight of Solamnia, but has worked very hard to further the good of Ansalon against this attack that we find ourselves against the dragon armies. He has also come from a family, a lineage of Knights of the Rose. Therefore, I propose We name him Lord Knight of the Order of the Crown. And there's a lot of hubbub about that. Lord Althatian, as you know, the Knight of the Crown is the third of the three orders of the Knights of Solamnia. They are the youngest, most untried troop that we have here among the knights. Will you accept this position as their leader? And Derek says, interrupts, how dare you allow this traitor of the knighthood to lead the Knights of the Crown? He should be stripped of his knighthood and executed for what he has done. And there's a lot among the ground. And Gunther says, Sir Derek, you are lucky that you continue to hold your standing as Knight of the Rose. I advise you not to continue with these outbursts. Or there may be more sanctions above you, Sir Derek Crownguard, knighted, or at the very least allowed, the knighthood of a Kender.
At this point, I'm kind of close to Tasselhoff,
Sure.
and so within 60 feet of him.
Oh, yeah.
And the blue guy reaches over and raises him 20 feet up into the air. Cast levitate.
And Tasselhoff's arms are outstretched. And he says, yes, I am a Knight of Solamnia. The first Kender ever to be accepted into your order. And I vow solemnly to fight the darkness and save Kryn from the dragons and what I don't really know what are they, all the other stuff we're fighting. Well, all those other stuff we're fighting.
Just
And
say
I
dragon armies.
The dragon armies, yeah, those too. And well, while my uncle Trapspringer once said, it's not the size, it's the heart that matters. And I think that's what he said. He said something along those lines, the heart of the size. I'm not sure if it was reversed. Maybe it's the size of the heart and the size, I don't know the matter. But regardless,
In the background, you just hear outroarishly laughing from from a minotaur half drunk, like like pointing at the floating Kinder.
so I'm really happy that Aaron Tolbo knighted me and Derek Crownguard allowed it to happen. And man, this is one of the most greatest days of my life, except for when I met a woolly mammoth. Have you heard this story? So once I was in, and then he goes on to this story, and Gunther bangs the gavel and says, do any of the knights on the council disagree with this order? And hold on, I gotta get everybody's name. Lord Alfred Markennan says, no, I agree with this outcome. Lady Auric Archurian stands and says, I agree with this outcome. Lord Michael Joffrey of the Crown says, what the fuck, dude? No, I don't agree with the outcome. I was in charge. And Gunther bangs his gavel again and says, the majority has it. Sir Alphasian Malkorite is stripped of being a Knight of the Rose. However, is now not only a Knight of the Order of the Crown, but leader of the Order of the Crown. Sir Derek Crownguard keeps his status as Knight of the Rose. And Sir Derek stands up and says, I should be leading this group. I should have your role here as de facto leader, Grand Master of the Knights of Solamnia. I move that I put it to a vote on Grand Master. Me or this libtard? So Gunther Uthmatar.
Alphasian will speak up and he goes, I think I'll vote for Lord Ustar.
The vote is not right now. The vote is a secret ballot that we do on November 3rd.
Oh, okay. Looking forward to it.
By the way, it's November 2nd.
I'll go whisper in Joffrey's ear.
Yeah.
I'll be like, don't worry, Michael. We'll get you to be a Knight of the Rose soon enough. No need for you to be squandering your talents down here. Stick with me. Don't worry.
And he looks at you and there's a little bit of a nod and a smile as you say that. And Gunther says, well, the outcome has been determined. Sir Alphasian Malkorite, you are no longer Knight of the Rose, however. You are Lord of the Knight of the Crown. Sir Crown God, we appreciate your service to the knighthood. And he looks at all of you and says, the rest of you, a motley crew, huh? Click. Though you may be. Michael's really that was the right response. You are welcome here at Whitestone. We are expecting a council of all of the races of Kryn within the next few days. And he looks at all of the other knights in the on the table, appreciate what you have done for Kryn in your fight against the dragon armies. The rest of us, and he looks out at the knights, would do well to use you as an example. You are the embodiment of what we strive to be, including Sir Alphasian Malkorite. I apologize, Lord Alphasian Malkorite. I hereby dismiss the council. And we will pick this up in 4 days' time. God, I got the fucking hiccups again.
You start drinking again, have you?
I've been drinking during this entire trial. Which, I'll admit, has totally influenced my decisions here, dudes. I'm like,
Makes a lot more sense.
I haven't been paying attention to anything except for Johnny Bottle, am I right? God, fuck, I got the hiccups again. We will pick up in 4 days' time. Where the where the Council of Whitestone. It's impossible to stop this. We'll convene. This really
That's awesome.
disrupts.
We're
The
done
drama.
celebrating Marge's retirement now.
No way, man. This is
Yeah.
gonna go on.
Marge.
Marge's like,
Marge's-
what the fuck? You're ruining my retirement.
The trial by combat didn't ruin her retirement already.
No, she thought that was cool.
No, she thought that was
Oh,
great
okay.
entertainment.
All right, that's
Yeah.
true. I guess nobody died, so no.
She was actually disappointed by that.
Oh,
She's-
Marge.
Marge is blood fucking thirsty.
Okay.
She's actually the secret evil bad guy behind
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, Marge is.
Spoilers.
Yeah, spoiler
Come
alert,
on.
Michael.
Yeah.
You read the books, motherfucker. You don't. Nobody knows that Marge from the
It is
commissary
Michael.
is
Oh my god.
He
is
just
the
comes up
real
and goes,
is the real villain.
oh, Gunther. Oh, I can't do a Marge Simpson voice. It's got a big.
Oh, is
hair.
that what you're trying to do? I'm bringing
I
the Marge
know,
voice
right? It
there,
was
but
terrible.
The Marge
I can't
Simpson
do
was
it.
terrible.
Yeah.
He says, we will reconvene in a few days when all of the dignitaries of Ansalon are here for the Council of Whitestone. I hope that all of you, and he looks at Kurlathon and Jeddick and Fox, said, I hope all of you, God damn it, I'm fucking hiccuping still. Okay, now I'm
Yes,
ready.
you have hopes for us. That is an excellent thing for you
Yes,
to do.
we'll talk about what you have seen and convince the nations of Ansalon to come together.
Oh, send the elves my way, and
To
I will
fight the
explain to them
dragon
what
armies.
These dragons did.
God,
Just
I don't know what's
quick
worse. My
question.
hiccuping or you're interrupting.
is Lord Malkorite going to be now a member of this council?
No.
No, okay. I still think that's gonna bite you all in the ass, but okay.
Yeah, that's why we're not having him on the council. There will be a full council, which we will talk about next week. Because this is some surprises. Jesus Christ, some surprises. Anyway, fuck it. Anyway, thus ends this episode. Because I once again have the hiccups. Louis Jardot,
Best thing.
I defy you in creating my hiccups. Although your pouille facé is really delicious.
That was pretty dirty.
That's what made it.
It was
funny.
meant to be.
Yeah.
Everything about that was meant to be dirty.
Okay.
Yeah, baby. Louis Foussé. Anyway, for Gas, Kem Chan, Michael, and Will Playa. I am Adam, saying goodnight. Thank you for watching us here on the Atomic Peanut Butter Group. Hiccup. presents Dragonlance : Dragons of War, Part 2. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another, because there are a lot of people out there who are hurting, and you don't know who it is. So be kind to them. And we will see you next time on Dragonlance. Bye-bye, guys.
How feed is it?
Bye now.